Poland is entering the 70th Eurovision Song Contest with Alicja and Pray, but should she be praying for a win on the Saturday night? Let's review Eurovision. Yeah, Poland has never won Eurovision. They've won Junior Eurovision two or three times. They're very good at that. Less good at adult Eurovision. But it is a very nice welcome back for Alicia because she was selected to represent Poland in 2020, and that was the famously cancelled Eurovision. She's one of the few acts that was selected to compete in that year that has then never actually appeared on a Eurovision stage. So this is a nice. There's not very many left. I think France from that year is possibly the only one left, and Germany that year. But Poland, she is here with, I think at least, we'll get into this, a better song than Empires in 2020. Her song this year is called Pray. Emily, what do you think of it?
So I think she's got a great voice. I will say that. I feel it's interesting you say it's a better song because I can't for the life of me remember what Empires was like, so I cannot remember the kind of comparison. But for me, this just does not really work as a song. It feels like it's trying to do too many different things. Like it shows off kind of her various kind of talents with like bits of rap, bits of gospel. But for me, I find that like it doesn't kind of work as a kind of whole performance. I just find it a bit jarring and not, yeah, it's not for me, this one, I'm afraid.
It's interesting that I think it just about works. The kind of the vibe shifts. It's hard. It is hard to do songs that change pace and change genre, and nearly always they fail. In Norway in 2016 is like the classic example where the chorus of Icebreaker was like completely different to the rest of the song, and it was like, ugh. But this, I think, because it sort of transitions into it, it kind of gets away with it. And as you say, the vocals are really, really strong, and the gospel at the beginning is, it does hook you in. But then after about 30 seconds, I'm getting a little bit bored of it. And almost on the minute mark, I'm like, okay, I'm done with this now. But then that is almost to the second when it changes. So they've judged that really, really well. I think they kind of know when to shake it up. And that is, I think, is quite smartly judged. And she does sing it well. By the end of it, to kind of the 3 minutes has passed, it's not really changed my life. It's made no big impact on me. So it's been a pleasant enough listen. I've not actively disliked it as I have with some entries this year, but does it leave enough of an impression on me to want to pick up the phone and vote for it? Probably not. Is a shame. I do think it is better than her 2020 entry though, by some distance, because there is something to vote for here. That was a bit bland. Empires. I know you can't remember. I listened to it after this. That was a little bit bland. It was like it was a very typical ballad, but this is actually offering some sort of there's a flavour to this that I quite appreciate. I like it. Do I want to necessarily eat it again? I don't know. But sorry, you look at you're about to talk.
I don't think I was going to add anything particularly insightful, to be fair.
Fair
It
enough.
was just, yeah, it was like, yeah, I think I'd almost you kind of rather have like the gospel throughout. It's actually when it switches to the rap that I find it a bit jarring.
Oh, really? I prefer. No, I would rather it was the rap song. I'd have a little bit of. I would shorten the gospel and then go rap much over, but I would also go like harder with the rap. I'd probably like, go for it. Grab it by the bonkers, is what I would do. First time bonkers has ever been said on this channel. You're welcome. We know that Poland, rather, will be performing in the first semi-final. It's going 14th, so the penultimate entry. It only got Serbia immediately afterwards, so it is a as good a running order, I think, as it could have hoped for. Will it make so? Again, that sort of having just said, I'm not sure people will remember it or leave enough of an impression for people to vote for it. It has got the running side on its side because the vote opens like 5 minutes after it's performed, so it's got it working for it. But do you think it's going to qualify from that first semi-final? And what's your score out of 10?
I, Bonus is just I don't know whether it's going to qualify. I feel like it's one of those ones that's kind of quite close to the edge. I think the where it is in the running order will definitely help it. So at the moment, it feels like that might be one of those ones that kind of slips through in kind of ninth or 10th place. But yeah, I think it's helped by the running order. If it was going second, I'd think it had kind of much of a chance of qualifying. But there we are. In terms of my personal ranking, I'm going to give it a 5. So actually, my comments are probably kind of a bit harsher than my actual score. But there we go.
Yeah, that is a bit higher than I was expecting. But fine. I'll give it a 6. Well, actually, considering your comments have been quite different, that's quite close score-wise. Yeah, it'll be a 6 for me. I can say with fair certainty, I think this is not going through. I think, as I've said in past videos on that first semi-final, I think basically the 10 are locked down. Unless there's a shock, like somebody has a horrendously bum note or the staging is just abysmal, I think they're kind of locked, and this is falling outside of it. I would be pleasantly surprised if it does get through, because of the 10 that I think are going, there are songs that I like less than this. So I would put it there. I would put it in the final of this first semi-final. Not sure it will though. So yes, it's a 6 out of 10 for me. So not that divided in the end on the scores. Maybe we just got different parameters, different scales, who knows? But do let us know what you think. The comments are open. Are you on board with Pray? Do you want more or less gospel? Let us know what you think. And we are in podcast form as well, vodcast. So wherever you get your podcast, give us a listen there. If you like this, give us a follow, give us a subscribe, and hit the bell. You'll get notified every time we upload new content. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you tomorrow.